Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Stassi. Thank you so much for being here today. Before we dive in, I do want to mention that there's paid sponsorship in this podcast. I need to thank EA for giving me early access to these kits. If you like this podcast and you're buying these two kits, please consider using my creator code StassiJ, which is confirmed from yesterday's podcast. Please use Stassi J. That goes towards supporting this channel and helps mama get a new laptop because this laptop is really pushing it to the limit these days. So, any support that you can give me, that's absolutely great. And again, thank you, EA, so much for letting me part of the EA Creator Network and giving me access to these kits. Now, let's dive in. Hi, ladies.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Um, I'm so excited to be here today to talk about these amazing kits. Thank you so much for coming. Before we dive in and talk about these amazing kits, let's do a round of introductions. Tattooed Simmer, welcome back. Why don't
Hi,
you,
glad to be back.
yes, why don't you tell us a little about yourself and your Sims history?
My name on socials is TattooedSimmer. I'm mostly on Instagram and Twitch. I'm a console Sims player and I do mostly building.
Amazing. Well, thank you for coming back here today. And again, thank you for the Roundtable podcast and stay tuned to 2 Sundays from now when we talk about the Builder games and what your
Yes.
experiences were in this season. Uh,
Yes.
Gabbie, welcome back. Long time no see. How are you?
I'm good. Hanging in there. Um, my name is Gabby. I am Sims Royalty 22 on everything, but the only thing you'll see me on recently is Instagram, and only when I have time. Um, I've been simming since I was a kid, so now I'm an adult, and I still love just simming. I do royalty gameplay, so that's fun for me.
I love that. And welcome back. And I get it. You were at the period of like university and school when I was when Sims 3 was out. Like I was like, I didn't even know that like Sims 3 was really a thing until someone pointed out to me. I was like, oh, there's a third version of this game. That's cool.
And and then
Yo,
I made the mistake of starting my master's. So
no, education is king, baby. Education is king. I'm just saying, like, it's gonna get you far in life. That's all I have to say. But thank you so much for coming here today, Angel. Hi.
Hi.
Yeah. Welcome back. Welcome back for two podcasts back to back, a third
Oh
podcast, huh?
yeah. Like I said, I offered my soul to Stassi to if she ever needs a seat filler, I'm here.
You are
well,
welcome here. And I said, everybody on this call is welcome here at any time. But Angel, why don't you tell us a little about yourself?
I'm AngelCreates, previously known as Angel of the Night Creations. It's a better known name, but I've changed my name up. I've been a simmer since Sims 2 came out, playing on a very old computer that was barely hanging together. I am known for sharing builds and creating challenges lately. I've been working on a very Twitch chaotic Gen 13 Generations Legacy Challenge at the moment. And I also stream on Twitch, and I'm part of Bake Off season this season. Yeah.
Yay! How was Bake Off yesterday?
Oh, it was chaos. There was drama, and there was fire.
Oh,
But I survived for another week, so
that's good.
Team Valley Girls is winning at the moment.
I love that. I love that challenge and I love Kevin. I just always just be the ghost that haunts everybody there. It's fine.
Oh, I've been watching like little clips back and I saw that you died. I was like, oh
I died of starvation and my
no.
second time, and I got out on the first round because I couldn't make box brownies. Do you know how bitter that makes me as an actual chef that I couldn't make boxed brownies?
Oh, poor soul.
I
Oh,
know. Oh, I know. Oh.
oh, she knows.
Oh, I know.
brought shame on the family.
I did. I shamed the family forever.
I would take
And then
every
when we ha
shame.
sorry.
said, how are your kids ever going to be ashamed knowing you died in The Sims cooking box brownies?
Yes, I will tell them. I'll be like, this is the first recipe I'm going to teach them. This is how you make box brownies. And this is how bitter I was the second time you go back because you have to give a recipe. I literally made my recipe was called better than box brownies because I hold no sass. But anyways, Angel,
Yeah,
thank
I
you.
was in that season, and so in my Google Docs, I still have that cookbook from that season, where we all submit. So I still have that recipe for
Yep.
those brownies because I was in that season. I love it.
Yes. Again, I'm always will always be bitter no matter what happens. But Angel, thank you so
Not
much
as
for
bitter as those brownies.
yeah, I know. But Angel, thank you for coming. Disney, hi.
Oh,
Oh,
hello.
hello, my co-host, producer, superstar, sister. Hi.
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 Hello, I'm Court, aka the Disney Sims, aka Townie Tales. Not as active on Simstagram as I used to be. I'm more of a behind the scenes girly, regular feature on Stassi J's podcast, judge on TS4 Builder Games, and moderator for Nard Villain. And my name is Gons.
I love that. I love that. But whenever you're ready to be the star of your show, baby, it will be me, Gons, and Nard
I'm always
doing
supposed
your
to be on your
background.
podcast, baby.
Well, Court, thank you so much for coming. Hi, Carrie.
Hi.
Hi, congratulations on becoming a mom since the last
Thank
time
you
we
very
talked.
much.
I'm just shocked that you're awake in here.
Well, it's 11:20 here, so yeah.
Yeah. Carrie, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your Sims
Well,
history?
I'm Kaarysims, also known as Carrie. I'm from Chile and I've been playing The Sims since The Sims 1. So I'm a little bit old. I'm a little bit of an older simmer. And I love building. I do a lot of building. So you can just see me building every single day. I still build even though I have a newborn.
Literal
There's still hope for
goals.
us. There's still hope for us.
That is goals. Like as soon as I saw you with your child playing, I was like, I love that. I love that for you. I want nothing more than you being able to play The Sims because I feel like some people are like once they become a mom, like they have to give up their hobbies. You don't think
Yeah.
if I don't have a baby, there's going to be a baby here on my shoulder while we like conduct an interview?
Wait, no, stop giving her ideas. I was supposed to take over the podcast while she's on my you can't be Superwoman. If you got
You take your family leave when that time happens. Yeah.
Honestly, though, I have absolutely considered that of doing like a season where if I take a mat leave of having guest hosts interview people. Why not? I think that would be like so much fun. Other shows do it. Why can't this show do it? But anyways, let's dive in. So it was September 19th, I believe. The two new kits came out, which was Artist Studio and Storybook Nursery. They were, in my opinion, absolutely phenomenal. I was gonna buy these kits anyways before I became an part of the EA Creator Network. I was just so floored. And the first kid I want to talk about is the nursery kid, as we have moms and future mom on this podcast. So I was floored by it. I was like, this is so beautiful. This is absolutely incredible. Like, look at the detail, look at all this stuff. And then I found out that Six MCC did it, and I was like, that makes so much sense. That makes all of the sense. So sorry, I was just reading a quick message.
It counts, Angel. It counts.
as a step kid, yeah.
Yes. But I am so excited to talk about this kit. I loved it. I want to hear everybody else's thoughts. The floor is open, whoever wants to go first.
Oh, I'll go.
Okay.
I was gonna say, as a royalty simmer, I do love having more like fancy, like nursery stuff that isn't CC. Like I've been going back and removing in certain files, like removing some of my CC that's making my computer scream at me. And like replacing it with the new kits, so that was nice. I don't really buy kits very often. Um, I'm more of a like I'll go CC first, but because it was by a CC creator that I love, I was like, I'm buying this one. Um, and it was just, you're right, it's very detailed, it's very fabulous. The different colors, I wish there were some different shades. Like the green is pretty, but also confuses me. For like a nursery, like I feel like that's an interesting shade, but like it's still very pretty. Like it doesn't take away from that. But like I was for a couple of them, I was like, I'm not sure what's happening here.
It is a royal baby's dream for sure. Like that would be perfect. Like all of that, the baby furniture is perfect for a royal baby. I loved the kit. I was very excited when I found out Sixum CC was doing that because Sixum is based on the Sims 2 lore of the planet that you can go to. And there's, if you've listened to any of Stassi's previous podcasts, we've dived into what Sixum is and what it entails and how it's carried over into the Sims 4 universe too. And Sixum CC is a big lore enthusiast, and that made me really happy because there's so many of us that are obsessed with the Sims lore, and for them to incorporate that was amazing. Angel and I were on Instagram yesterday taking a look at the furniture in more detail, and Angel had discovered that in the mobile of the hot air balloon, there's a little Bella in there, which I thought was amazing. And in the wallpaper, there is a spaceship in there, and there's just little tidbits of details there. I think that there's a frame that is supposed to be baby Bella or maybe baby Alex. And there's a library shelf that has an original version of Bella in The Sims 4 as a magazine cover. And yeah, there's just so many little details that I loved in this pack. Sixum 8.
Oh, and left no crumbs without a doubt. Angel, what were your thoughts?
Well, I actually really, really liked the cough look of it because we got the first pictures were about the cough, but if you look at all the swatches match so perfectly well together. And I am obsessed with the wallpaper because I think it's related back to Pleasant View.
Yeah.
Like the old Sims 2 or 3. I'm not sure which one of the two of it is, but like the whole vibe. And I was scrolling to comments on YouTube. Oh, someone stole it, and I didn't read that it was working with 16cc. Like I responded to it like they're working together. Oh, what?
Yeah.
But it's so so good.
Oh, it's so good. It's so pretty. It's just so pretty. Carrie, what were your thoughts?
I have been begging for a nursery kit since, I don't know, last year, I think. So when I saw that we were actually getting one, I was over the moon. I was, oh my God, I saw it and I loved every single item and I couldn't wait to buy it. And I bought it the very first day and I started playing with that right away. And I didn't pay attention to all those details that first day. But I was so obsessed with all the colors, with all the like, I don't know, that everything is so beautiful. I actually used it to recreate my own apartment, and you see the crib versus the crib that we got in that game. It's not even close to that, but I had to use it anyway, and I was like obsessed. I really loved it, and I do not play with CC, but when I saw that it was Sixum CC that created that kit, I was obsessed because I do follow him on Instagram as well. The only thing that I would say I didn't like about that is that in the menu, when you see it, all the items, everything is in that black swatch, and that kind of throws me off a little bit because none of the items come in black in the default swatch.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that throws me off a little bit, but the items are beautiful. I love every single thing from that kit.
I could not agree more. I was like, when I saw you built your nursery, I was like, I wonder if this is, the game, like basically you making your nursery. I also used your nursery as inspiration for the nursery that I made for
Oh,
Yeah, so you absolutely inspired me. As soon as I was like, this is your kit, and then I was like, I'm using your nursery's inspiration for mine.
yeah,
So like,
Carrie literally had a baby because of this kit. So great job.
yeah, great, yay!
Yeah, it
That's
was like the
dedication.
stars aligned.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Tattooed Sir, what were your thoughts?
I liked it. It's not my I I feel like usually I have a style that I build. I build a lot of different things, but Gothic isn't one of the styles I usually build in. I'll build in it in like October. I like Victorian houses, but I also just don't build infant rooms a lot. My son's like 3 years old now, so he's no longer an infant. I was not a fan, have never been a fan of infants. I hated when they came to The Sims. I was like, why do we need this? I don't like it. And then, so I just like ignore infants. I ignore infants in The Sims. But I did put it in a build I was doing yesterday, and it's a beautiful pack. I just think that it's like extremely specialized, and so I'll rarely use it because I just don't build nurseries or Gothic kind of things. Um, but but yeah, I loved it. I thought it was a beautiful pack. Like you can tell that it's done by a CC creator. I will say that. It looks amazing. It's just not. I buy everything because I love The Sims and I'm gonna have every pack. But it's not a style that I build in mostly, so I won't use it as much probably as the other pack that I bought. Because I'm like, when I first started playing The Sims, I would use painting as a way to make money like super fast. Because it's like one of the easiest ways. So I almost put an easel in every build that I do. Because if people playing it, I'm like, I want you to be able to make money. So I think I'll use that one a lot more than I'll use uh the Storybook Nursery one, but that's just still because I don't like Sims infants.
Can we talk about though how awesome the direction The Sims is going in general though by including these creators? Like they
Oh, for
did
sure.
something similar
Yeah.
with it was Aretha B for Crystal Creations, I
Yeah.
believe. Or, it
And
was
then X Mirror
yeah.
Mirror for the urban castle.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
love that they're going this direction and like really bringing in the custom creators because this was not something that they did for Sims 2 or 3. And I think it really behooves their community and everybody involved that they are doing this. And I do think with kits, because we're not having a Sims 5, which, you know, we can have a conversation about that. But ultimately, if you did have the Sims 5, you would have to start everything over again, incorporating like cats and dogs, careers, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But not having the Sims 5, you have to get really creative with what these new expansion and kits and everything are going to look like. And so they are going to be more niched by design
Oh, for
because
sure.
they have
Yeah.
so much, right?
Hmm.
So I really think bringing in the creators of our community is brilliant on their part. Like, and Sixum is such a great example of that.
I think the reason it seems so specialized is because we don't have anything like it in the game.
Yeah.
Like there's just not really anything that matches it super well. Like it seems very like you can tell that this came from this pack, and like I'm a very matchy person. So like all the whenever I build a house, like the carpet in all the bedrooms is the same, the flooring and all like I, I see people do builds with like chairs that are different colors and different, and like that's what I have in my house. None of my furniture matches, but like in my alternate universe, I need everything to I need everything to correlate and correspond and match. But yeah, we definitely need more stuff like this so that it doesn't feel that way. I think that's why it feels that way, is because it's done better than everything else. It just looks different.
And
Yeah.
also, considering that, for example, in my case, I don't play with CC, but I see a lot of CC And I'm always thinking, oh, I wish we got this. I wish we had this in The Sims. I wish. And now working with CC creators, it helps me as a no CC player, get more content that it's more specific and things that I really wanted to have and that I saw a lot of people using, but it was CC.
And as someone who doesn't really like buy the kits, I will say they did get me with the working with the CC creators, because all of the kits except one that I got gifted by Sims Kingdoms, I own and that I paid for, are the collaborations with CC creators, because the quality, like you said, is very, like, clearly they worked with the CC creator different. And also, like, I do want to support the people I see online, the people I've interacted with on years parasocially online for their work, because they're finally getting like the big boss eyes they've always deserved, and I love that, and I want to support that so we see more of it. So now I'm buying them, and I'm like, I definitely went on this podcast. It's like, I'm never buying kits.
Same.
And here I am with like 5 kits later. Huh?
Oh, I was just going to say that's a good testament to that being a smart move for them, because they just got somebody who wouldn't normally get a kit to get a kit. So clearly something's working with this plan. So yeah, really great point, Gabbie.
I would love to see that more, kind of like we were talking about on, I guess it would be Sunday's podcast, that I would like to see more like CC clothing coming in, CC hair, CC skin texture, CC makeup, CC. Let's just change the eyes. Let's just change the eyes just in general so they actually have depth, please.
Oh, that's so true. There's this content creator I'm obsessed with called Miko CC, and the eyes that you can download as custom content are perfection. And yeah, I really do think that it would behoove The Sims to incorporate that. Also, like different skin meshes and stuff like that to create like a sense of realism for some of the creators that, you know, through their storytelling, perhaps they like to have a more realistic look. Having that in game as opposed to something that you have to download as custom content would be really smart for them.
I think, like, in addition to like the life and death one, because it's life and death, we're still ignoring the fact that elders don't do anything. Like they don't, they still don't do anything. So like even if there was just like a kit for that coming after life and death, like that is a specialized one, but yeah, I feel like that's one of the things that needs to be done too. If they could work on that for skin meshes to like make them look older instead of just putting wrinkles and then they bend over, you know, like that's the only difference between, like, their hair turns gray, they have wrinkles, and then they start to like hunch, and that's what old Sims look like, and then they die. And yeah, I think like a cast pack for elders, like they don't really need build and buy things. I mean, you could put a few things in there, like maybe a new dominoes game for the table or something like that, but like skin meshes for elders and or teens to make them look different than the regular Sims would be like, we need to do that with those CC creators, because I watch a lot of people on Twitch do casts with CC, and that's what really makes them stand apart, is those like skin meshes that you can put on them to make them look a certain age specifically.
Yeah, I like that idea. I also like the idea of just bringing it up through elders, although you don't have to be an elder to have mobility issues. I'd love to see actual incorporation of like walkers and wheelchairs and different accommodations for people with those types of barriers. It would be nice to have like maybe some kind of like stair ramp that you could even see somebody use to just show that, because it almost feels like The Sims doesn't, I'm sure that they can't create it because there's complications within making it work visually for them, which I know through the custom contents that we have available that it's pretty much pose packs and stuff if you want to include somebody with a wheelchair. So it would be nice if they had some kind of a specialized pack for that, because I do think people want to see representation. And you know, you could see that through people young and old, but I do think, you know, elders obviously tend to, through their older stages of life, have to deal with that. So yeah, it would be nice if they had that. And I do know there's other like pose creators out there that they could probably lean on to help create some kind of a pack like that.
I think that would absolutely be incredible to have that in The Sims. I think it's really missing. After deleting my CC folder, I miss all my poses. But I had a character in Rose Chronicles that was in a wheelchair, and I had to download CC to make it happen. So I definitely think these are conversations that somebody should be having with EA of not only that, but like I want to see missing appendages, like missing arm, missing leg. Just so you can have that true representation in The Sims. I think that would just be, it's something that is missing, that I hope that now that we're not getting Sims 5 for a long time, that they will eventually incorporate into The Sims 4.
I love the idea of that. I also can't help but think, just because when everybody was kind of guessing what this new expansion pack was going to be before the trailer dropped on October 3rd, people were suspecting maybe zombies would be coming to the game. And
Yes.
I would love that idea. I don't think it would happen until probably next year around this time, because they go so hand in hand with Halloween. But if there was some kind of a zombie apocalypse style theme, the idea of bringing the appendages, like missing limbs and appendages out, would be a really cool idea. Because if you are The Last of Us or a Walking Dead fan, you know, like if you get bitten, you have to, like in the arm, you have to cut it off in order to keep surviving. And so it would be cool to incorporate that for that type of gameplay, but then it would also just be cool in general for representation's sake.
I could not agree more. I mean, season 2 of The Last of Us comes out next year. I'm just a crossover that everybody needs. I'm just saying.
I will say, no spoilers. The people who have watched the show The Last of Us are so pumped for season 2. But as the people who have played the game for The Last of Us, they're just like, I don't know if you're really going to be that excited for season 2.
I don't. You don't know what's gonna happen unless
I do.
Oh, unless they do a 360 and they don't do it, and they
they're gonna do it. They have to. They already casted for Abby. Again, no spoilers, but they are totally going that direction, and the audience is going to be shocked. Anyway, off the train. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Does anybody have anything they want to add about this kit before we talk about Artist Studio? That I like that. That was a universal nope. Well, I'm very excited for this kit. Please stay tuned to some point this month where I will be releasing my written interview with SixSimCC talking about their involvement with this kit. So please stay tuned for that. Now let's talk about the artistry kits. I loved it. It was so pretty, and I loved the clutter. It was so cluttery, and I loved it.
Sucker for clutter. Clutter is so.
What was everybody else's thoughts?
I loved it. I mean, I've been painting since I was 4. So getting a specific painting kit was just perfect for me. So I loved it. And when I saw that both kits were being released the same day, it was just perfect. But yeah, I loved every single item from that kit. There are some specific things that I may not be using that often, but all the clutter and the new easel, that I really like that we got a new easel, because we could just not have gotten a new easel in the kit and just clutter. So I love that they added a new easel. And there are some, I don't know, some really cool items like the paint brushes and all the tiny details and the splashes of paint in the floor and things like that. I just loved it. It was perfect.
Okay. I loved it too, but Gon's made a very good reel about this, and I can't agree more. There are a few missing swatches within all of the packs, and I'm just like, why are you doing this to us? I couldn't agree more. Take on that.
What swatches are missing out of curiosity?
There's like these blue and yellow ones that have like there's a certain so there's two types of looks. There's like the clean version and then like the used version.
Yes.
And then you have like missing colors. I think they're the blue and yellow ones that are
The
missing.
blue and yellow, they don't match.
They don't match. And then there's items that that like kind of are the same type of wood or color patterns, but then they don't exist for those two. And it's just
the dirty and the clean ones is the one that you mean. From a certain, you have like a dirty look, all of them, and then you have a clean one, and then you're missing one of those. And the one where there is like a cutoff or like the where you can put in water, that one has a clean version but no cracked version on one of them or two of them. It's like, why? And I saw that reel of guns, and it's like I never expected to be bothered by it, and then I saw the reel, and then I cannot unsee it. I'm like, why? Just why?
I didn't even notice. I'm gonna be really honest with you. When I built my my art studio, I was like, wow, there's paint swatch. There's like paint on these. That's awesome. And look, some of these match. Awesome. That is how I've been using CC for so long that I was just generally surprised when I did this, when I saw some paint on stuff that wasn't CC added. So, thank you for sharing about the swatches. I literally had no idea until right now. I hope they fix it.
I don't know if they will. There's a few creators when you're watching their streams for like their releases of the kits, if they have early access to it, they'll literally go on to like a 64 by 64 lot and like put every single swatch of every single new piece of furniture so you can kind of have like a better look at it. And as a result, it's easy to see which ones are missing when the creators show it off like that. And it is a little bit maddening, but I mean, I don't know why they do it that way. A part of me thought it might be a restriction thing, but with the new base game swatches and colors that they have, like obviously they can have a crazy amount of options in there. So that can't be the reason. I don't know why they do it, but it's annoying. Sorry.
What's the reason for like the same swatches not matching in different items? Because they have the same texture, they have the same colors, but they don't match. It's not the same color. So why? I tried to put two items together when I was building with that kit, and it was like, but this is the same swatch. It's the same color. It's the same texture, but they are not the same color. Yes, they don't look the same.
Gabbie.
Especially when they're from like different packs, but they use the same swatch. Like in building by, like when you click on, don't just make a new swatch for that then if it's not going to be the same color as the other one. Because if I'm building a kitchen and these wood tones say they're the same and they're from like 3 different packs, and then I put them in and they're not the same, that drives me crazy. Like it gives me so much, like it's like little anxiety, but like still, like you could avoid this. Just tell me it's a different color. I'm okay with it if you just tell me.
I think it makes sense when it's a different pack, but not when it's in the same pack. I mean, I still don't agree with that. I still don't agree that we don't have like specific swatches in it, like that they go through all the packs and you can just match with every pack different items. But when you have the same pack or the same kit and 2 items that have the same swatch, they don't match. I think that's unforgivable.
Yes. Oh, how do you really feel?
Yeah.
No holds barred. It's okay. Just like you ungrateful. No swearing on this podcast.
Especially because you have the swatches and the textures because you put it on this one item. It's not like you don't have that. You own the ability to put it on this thing.
Yeah. This is why I really miss The Sims 3, because how that worked, you could literally take any material you wanted and create it however you wanted it. I don't know why they didn't go with that direction. I mean, our games used to crash like every 5 minutes with The Sims 3, so I'm sure that probably had something to do with it. So
yeah, I think so.
That
may be the reason.
Yeah.
CC file. Yeah, mine still crashes a lot.
Yeah, that's the beauty of just you need so much RAM and so much space to be able to play this game. People that don't have $2,000 laptops and $2,000 desktops are about to soon get iced out
Yeah.
of not being able to play this game. And that makes me really, really sad because everybody on this call and you listening to this, if you are listening to this, you're probably a simmer and you at one point either enjoyed The Sims or you're enjoying The Sims right now. And you want everybody who's getting to enjoy The Sims for the first time being able to experience what you were able to experience too, the fun, the creativity. But with purchasing all the packs and obviously the base game is getting better and I appreciate that. And now that the base game is free as well, it has the access for everyone to play, but I feel I'm getting iced out because my computer can no longer hold this massive Sims file. Even after cleaning up all of my CC, getting rid of that, freeing up like 60 gigs on my computer, I still am having problems of playing The Sims where it's crashing all the time. So it makes me really sad that you have to spend a lot of money to play this game and not everything may or may not work correctly. But that being said, I do hope that EA will listen to us and continue to give us stuff and fix the swatches. Like do just a swatch overhaul. Clean up all the swatches and make everything cohesive would be just a Christmas present that we didn't even know we wanted.
A Winterfest miracle.
A Winterfest miracle. Angel, did you have any thoughts about the artist kit?
Yeah, I made a couple of rooms. I was like when I got into it because I hate no hate to anyone who makes the reviews and everything, but for expansion packs for anything busy, anything I'm very excited about, I just completely like blindside. I don't want to see everything. I don't want to see any spoilers about it. So when I got into the kit, I was like placing things around and I am very bad at cluttering for some reason, for no reason at all. And I just cluttered the out of it with this pack and I was like, I'm so obsessed because I love anything with easels, painting, crafting. And I believe the second room I did a combination of someone who likes flowers, crafting, and anything that has to do with painting and sculpting. And I made Mr. Torso like 2 times bigger than it used to, the original size. I mean, someone is just very crafty and handy, but you see the amount of details, even for this artist studio kit, there is details, and I'm like, so paid a little too much attention to Mr. Torso in this case. Even the description of it, if you read it, it's so funny. So yeah.
I
I'm
love
obsessed.
I love that. TattooedSimmer, did you have any thoughts?
I think I shared most of mine about there. I really like the artist kit. I used it for when it came out. I was working on a house, like a shell challenge, and it was like a split level house, and so I made the garage that was on the bottom floor just like an artist studio.
Nice.
And I love the paint splatters on the floor. Like I think they look really realistic. And so I really liked those. And then I think the pack, like the swatches may not match perfectly, but I used feel like it was either Horse Ranch or like Dream Home Decorator to do like shelving units on the front of the garage so they could have like a sink and like a whole station where they could keep all their supplies. So I think it goes with the other packs really well, and that's what I like about it. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really love the artist pack a lot.
I loved it as well because like anytime I build a house, which is pretty sparse these days because I usually build businesses, I always have an artist loft. I'm like they have to have a creative room. They have to have an artist room. Just
Yeah.
as you had said that you always put it like an easel in every house because it's the best way to make money. It is. It's a fast way to make some simoleons. But I was just like, I love this kit. I love this kit. Well, I have like home run on kits, and I have doubled and tripled down on this podcast that kits are awful. I got surprised. I got surprised this time. So, no, I very much enjoyed both these kits. I do hope, as we've all discussed on this podcast, that they continue to take this process with kits and continue to A, listening to us, and B, continue to incorporate CC creators, because I will buy kits and I will stand behind kits made by
Yeah.
CC creators, because they need to have their seat at the table too. Because let's be honest, as most of us know, EA makes the game, but the community makes the game run. So I
Well
want to
said.
And like, yeah,
Yeah.
for people who don't use CC and console creators, like it just gives us an opportunity to have stuff in our game that looks like what the people who get CC looks like, you know. So that's
Yeah.
really nice. It's not just console players that don't use CC. There's plenty of PC players that don't use it, also that really appreciate it. So
yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, does anybody have anything else they'd like to add? Perfect. Well, if you've listened to this podcast and you want to win these kits because you just haven't had the chance to get them yet, well, luck is your friend, because I am giving away both these kits. The giveaway ends on October 17th, so please go to my Instagram page, StassiJsims4, if you would like a chance to enter and win these kits. I want to thank TattooedSimmer, Gabbie, Disney, Angel, and Carrie for coming on here today and sharing your thoughts about the kits. And let's do a quick round of closures. TattooedSimmer, where can we find you?
you can find me on Instagram and Twitch as TattooedSimmer.
I love that. Gabbie, where can we find you? I can't hear you, love.
No clue what my
Oh.
laptop is doing right now.
There you go.
You can find me on mainly Instagram as SimRoyalty22.
Amazing. Disney, where can we find you?
You can find me at the Disney Sims and at Townie Tales, or on this podcast, or moderating for My Name is Gons and Nardvillain.
I love that. Angel, where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram under AngelCreates, or on Twitch also for AngelCreates.
Carrie, where can we find you?
Find me on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok as Kaarysims.
Amazing. Please go follow everybody on this phone call. They are amazing storytellers and builders in this community, and our community wouldn't be the same without anybody on this call. So please go support their channels. I love you all. Thank you again, EA, for sponsoring this podcast and giving me early access to these kits. Please, if you want to win them, like I said, go to my Instagram page where I'm giving the giveaway. Thank you, EA, for giving me those creator codes and let me be part of your creator network. It has been an absolute honor these past 9 days. I can't wait to get into the knee deeps of everything and see
You
if
know
I'm
what we
actually...
need to do, Stassi? We need to do a compilation video of you in 2023 being like, EA's never going to make me a creator. It's never gonna happen. And then 2024 hits. It's like, there you go.
There you go.
Made
Literally the day after I premiered the 3rd season, I became part of the Creator Network. So it's very special.
you.
Thank you. Again, thank you for everybody for the love and support the last 3 years. I wouldn't have been able to do this without everybody. So thank you so much. The only thing I want to plug is Forever and Always is coming out next month. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I have Disney Sims, who is a voice actor in it, and I have TattooedSimmer, who built a set for it. So thank you, both of you ladies, so much for, helping me bring this vision to life. I'm just so excited. It is just this massive collab across multiple different types of the Sims community, and I cannot wait to share it with everybody. But I have nothing else I would like to add, but have a great rest of your day, everybody, and I hope everyone is enjoying this season. Bye!